So tomorrow's a big day. School starts back tomorrow. Some of your courses may already be open and you can go ahead and start working in those. Keep in mind our first due date where we take attendance will be January the 16th. That's not this Friday, but the next Friday. Here comes all the advice. The first piece of advice is to have a quiet workspace where you can work. If you have 3-year-olds running through there or an army of children running through the room, then you're probably not going to be very successful. So make sure you have a nice quiet workspace. Ergonomically, you should be sitting in a chair with your laptop or whatever at a desk. If you feel like just doing it on your bed, that's fine, but don't blame me when you get scoliosis. Make sure your computer's updated and all that good stuff and working properly and running. The biggest way people get behind is they have computer problems and it takes forever to get fixed. Do routine maintenance on your computer, run defragmenter and all of that. And just make sure everything works properly. Get to know your teachers as soon as you can. Send them a message introducing yourself, say hello, and you know, they'll have things like that in the class, like for everybody to get to know everybody, but it doesn't hurt to send a special personalized email. Start building that relationship immediately because that will help you if you have problems. Get to know your classmates. You will have discussions in there the first 2 weeks where you can get to know everybody and get to know things about them, so don't hesitate to do that. Get to know each other. Make friends, or at least people you can study with. Whether you become friends or not, it's up to you. But that's always really important. Don't be a loner. Don't be a rebel. Join our social media sites if you are into that. If you're on Facebook, join our student Facebook page. Join our Twitter, which will be a lot more active this year. I'm making that one of my goals. My personal Twitter is always active, but the school one needs to be a little bit more so. And get involved with all of that. For new people, you need to start figuring out what your service learning is going to be. You're going to have to get 15 hours of service learning. That's for new people. Like regular people that have been here since fall have to get 25 for the whole year. So figure out what you're going to do for that. There's plenty on the capstone course page about that. And similarly, figure out what your MOOC's going to be. There's a lot of stuff on the capstone page and on our website under MOOC that will help you figure that out. But pick something interesting. A lot of people had a great time with that last semester, which was last year, back in 2014. Finally, ask questions. If you get stuck, send me an email. Say, hey, I don't get this, I don't get that. Don't suffer in silence. I will answer you pretty much immediately if I'm awake, which could be any time. I'm pretty much always awake. I never sleep. That's why my eyes are red. See that one? So send questions if you have them. Don't sit there and wait and like 3 days later, okay, I'll finally ask him. It does not annoy me to get questions. It annoys me to get people behind who could have asked a question and not been behind. That annoys me. But just ask questions. I've had a lot of coffee today. Lastly, develop some school pride. You are in the only statewide online high school in Tennessee. The only one that exists. And you are in a very good school. Our data is some of the best in the state in different subjects. And you're going to be part of that. And, you know, we get news stories done about us and all that stuff. You're in a really cool school. Very different than any other school in the state. And really different than many schools in the country. It's hard to find a local education agency or school system that has their own statewide online school. Hard to find. So have some school pride in that. Have some school pride that you don't have to get up at 7:30 and be somewhere until 2:30. So in that pride, work really hard to make our school even better, because that's what makes the school great, are the individual students working together. It's up to you whether we're a great school or not. Finally, have a great semester. You should be receiving course invitations to your last courses if you haven't. Some teachers still don't have things published and everything. They're not required to until tomorrow. They're just putting some finishing touches. Some courses will be open, so if you're in a course and it's open, get in there and get to work if you want to. You don't have to, though. But I will be checking tomorrow to see if anybody hasn't accepted an invite or anything. That will be troubling to me if you haven't at least logged in by tomorrow. So do that. Hope you guys have a great break, or last day of break, and we'll see you tomorrow.